Everyone to join the session. Am I audible? Can I have quick responses through the chat box from each one of you? Okay, so we have Achal, Ishan, Anjali, Anike, Jose, Khushbu, Mamta, Swayam, Swastik. So all of you, thank you so much for giving the confirmations. So as you all know that we are here to talk about vocabulary. So let me quickly ask if any contributions from your side, that why is it important to boost or enhance your vocabulary? So the first slides will be to talk about importance of vocabulary. Do you really think that vocabulary is important? Thank you so much, Sunil, Suryavanshi, Anshu, for confirming me. So do you really feel that it is important to have command on vocabulary? Or have you ever been faced or troubled with lack of vocabulary? So I just want your responses and I would be very happy in answering them. Yeah, so Anshi Gala is telling me, is confirming, Ishan, Jasmita, all are confirming. Yes, so to communicate properly, yes. So we are going to look at the importance of vocabulary before we jump on quickly to the kind of words I've brought for you. I've brought different types of words for you, and I would be leaving you with a proper guidance today so that you would know how to enhance your vocabulary. Yeah, so yeah, it's important while writing the answer. Yes, 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 Jaya Ghosh. Thank you so much for this wonderful contribution. Yeah, so importance of vocabulary begins right from the communication. So before jumping to interviews or going for a group discussion or writing an exam, first of all, our basic communication demands us to be good. It is important for us to understand the conversation. So I'll be giving you few basic examples here that how it triggers about or how our important word bring us to the position of confusion, or how important it is to be good in vocabulary. For instance, somebody asks you that is the dependency on computer virtuous. So what is the sentence here? Is the dependency on computers, I'm writing the sentence, is the dependency on computers virtuous? My second point here is, I would not expect anybody to look for the meaning of any word through Google or something. Just be with me, just be here with me, because we are here to enhance our vocabulary. And I promise you that after the end of the session, you would be there with some of the new words and you will be happy with them too. So is the dependency on computers virtuous is the first sentence. Maybe somebody asked you this in an interview or in a general conversation or anywhere in any communication. So what do we mean by the word virtuous here? Or what do we understand with this sentence? Are we clear? What is it trying to ask us? Just tell me, anybody? Then I'll come up with my second question to you. Next here is, do you believe in expedient working? So what is this expedient here? Behaving in a morally good way. Okay, this is, I guess, Istuti, if I have pronounced it correct. Yeah, see, virtuous basically here means something which is right, something which is correct. So being dependent too much on computers, is it good enough? So for example, like I can see that only few of you or very few of you have responded to this word. So definitely sometimes a single word trouble us or makes us confused in understanding or revealing the right essence of a sentence. Yes, so the first issue comes herein that we won't be able to grab the right essence of a statement or anything if we are unable to understand a particular word, right? Secondly, yeah, let's talk about maybe in an interview, the interviewer asks you that you seems to be a honcho. So what does the word honcho mean? Now, for example, if he asks you that are you a honcho, so अब इससे पहले you will say yes or you will say no. Your opinion of answer or your choice of answer would be based on this concept that do you really know what is he asking to you? So what does it mean to be honcho? Anybody out here? Honcho means to be a boss, to be a leader. So if you don't know a word, then definitely, yes, it is leadership, Stuti, very right. So if you don't know a word, it is going to hamper your understanding. It's going to make you confused and then you won't be able to mark up or come up with the right choice of answer. So definitely, if you are in a communication, whether you are looking for some entrance exams or you are in an interview or in any group discussion, your vocabulary should be good because sentences, statements, paragraphs, everywhere it's a game of vocabulary, right? So with this, we'll be moving to the next thing here, that is how to build strong vocabulary. Once we have seen here that yes, being or having a good vocabulary is important. So the next point here is how to build, how to get into it. Kaise yaad kare? Sometimes students comes to me and they ask me that, ma'am, we have learned words, but we don't remember them. I learned some words and tomorrow I am in a situation or state that I forgot. Is there anybody out here who feels the same? Do you find the same issue that you remember or you learn a word but you forget it over a period of time? That is, yes, thank you so much, Jalak, Paras, Parijit, Yati. So many of you are giving me an assurance to this basic issue. Yes, it is very difficult to remember a word, to recall a word. It happens with each one of us that if we learn a word today, tomorrow if we are going to see the same word, it will look like, oh yes, I have read this, I know this, I have seen this word definitely somewhere, but what does this word actually mean? Then again we are confused into some options. So our main purpose would be to also leave you with some impactful ways and techniques to remember the words for a longer span of time, right? So the first thing here, how to build your vocabulary, is the source of reading and listening. You know, what we hear, we speak, what we listen, we speak. What all we know today is just because we have learned this through our environment. I hope you will agree to me here that if I'm speaking something, if I know a word, if I know the way I pronounce it, it is just all maximum through my environment. So if I'm reading more, if I'm involving myself in a lot of listening to English, hearing a lot of English through news, and the sources of listening could be anyway. You can watch news, you can watch English movies. Also, if you are looking for more entertainment, then you can go for listening to more English songs. Yes, so we can't say that entertainment is not going to help you in learning words. It can also be a source of learning. So reading and listening, involve yourself more and more in reading, and your reading could be, you know, of different novels and different stories. I will also share a list of stories and the books through my different sources of channel. I'll tell you that later on, what books for beginners you can go about. Now, you all have passed through school times, or maybe somebody or someone here are in school actually. So we have, you know, often heard teachers asking us that make sentences. Yes, make sentences was a very general habit which you were following in your school times, maybe in class 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or very, you know, primary time of your school. So but that practice is a very relevant practice. Whatever we have been doing in our childhood was really very factual. So making sentences, you know, it's not कि अब बड़े हो गए हैं तो अब हम इन practices को follow नहीं करेंगे. We can stick to our roots, and our roots ask us to pick up a word, make a sentence, and then you will use it, right? Next is learn root of words. So next way of learning words can be learning the root of word. What is the root of word? Anybody out here? Uska koi jad pakad ke lana hai? Is it that? How will we bring a root? We have seen that we have roots of plants, but do we really have root of words? Yes, Yati, it is kind of a origin or derivation. Yes, very good, Shobha. Yes. Yes. Very nice, Jhalak and Swastika. Very nice. Okay. So basically, a root means that, for instance, if I pick up a root here, enim. So enim is a root here, which means mind and spirit. So we can have various words with this root enim, like I can say animosity. Animosity is a word which is originating from the root enim. Then we animation, or we can say animator. Then we have magnanimous. So all these words are coming from the root enim. Magnanimous, animosity, animator. So this is all what? Animosity. What is the root? Mind and spirit. So definitely every root here, majority would be dealing with how the mind or spirit of a person or someone is working. So animosity here is that the mind and spirit is disliking somebody. So this is a strong hatred or a dislike feeling. Animator is somebody whose mind and spirit is working for creations, pictures, right? And the next one, that is magnanimous, is somebody who's very kind, who's very generous. So his mind and spirit is working towards sympathy, loving. Next, this root, how will it help us? Learning through roots can leave you creating a linkage between many words. So for instance, we have seen all the words here are somehow related to mind and spirit, but if we just remember the root name, we can create and have a list of long words. The next one here is watch English news and movies, that I already told you that if you are reading, if you are listening, you can also watch on the same time. So is this clear, everybody? So shall I move to the next slide? I hope I'm making sense. And I want to leave you people with the maximum benefit from this session, because it's Sunday today and you have opted to choose me rather than going out this weekend. So I'm very glad to have you all here. So let's learn some words. Now we start with the words, and I'm assuming here that you don't know this particular word which is there on our slide. This is camaraderie. If you don't know the word camaraderie here, then how to go about attempting such question in your exam? If you don't know a particular word, generally what we do, we just skip the word, or we just see or feel like that I don't know the answer, so let me just avoid it, right? But my question to all of you is, if we will do so for maximum questions, if we will just keep on skipping for the simple reason that I don't know, then how would I reach to something which I really know? So this is an example here which I'm going to help you all in doing it through a strategy when we don't know a particular word, but still through a strategy we are going to arrive to the right answer. Let's see how. Anybody out here know the meaning of camaraderie? I'm assuming you don't know. Okay, so keep it with you for a while. Okay, so the first word, let us now, thank you, Jhalak. Let us now see the options, right? This is an advanced vocabulary word, and I'm assuming that we don't know. So let us just quickly look at the options. Sociability, sociability. Everyone out here is social these days. People wanted to socialize. So what is sociability? It's just meeting with people, what I can feel. For instance, I am a student, I am an aspirant, I am a candidate, and I am going to attempt this question. So how would I have done in the case I don't know the actual word? So sociability means something, yes, to interact. Okay, great. So let's say this is to interact. Then what is intimacy? Intimacy. So for instance, Swastika is giving answer to maximum questions, or Jhalak is responding. So I'll be intimated to her. That means I'll build up a connection. I'll build up a bond here in this session only, that I'm very intimated. So this is a kind of a bond. Yes. And when we are going to develop this bond, when we are going to interact, yes or no? The bond will be created through interaction. So that means sociability and intimacy both look similar. Yes, they look similar. So when these are two similar options, so definitely they can't be the answer. If they can't be the answer, so that means I can reject both of them. So this is my 50-50 approach with which I have eliminated these two options, and I'm now left with the other two, which is C and D. I'm again looking at C. I realize that antagonism, I don't know what is it. So let me just move on to my option D. Option D talks about conviviality. Conviviality is something which reminds me of convenience. It reminds me of convenience. Similarly, if you are looking at a word, it can also give you some kind of a resemblance. So conviviality, when I see this word, it reminds me of convenience. And when I talk about convenience, I can see or feel that being convenient means being comfortable. If I'm comfortable, if I'm okay, if I'm convenient, so definitely I'll interact, I'll have bond. Yes, so having bond, having intimacy, having sociability, and being convivial, this means all same. So for me, all these three words belongs to the same family. So I think being to the same family, they all cannot be my answers, right? So with this, I come to an answer without knowing the two main words, which were camaraderie and antagonism, and the answer is C. And what we were supposed to choose, we were supposed to choose the best antonym of the given word, and it's automatically an antonym to me. But still, I'll not leave you like this. I'll give you the reasoning to both these two words. So let us just come to the word camaraderie. And here we have seen that when we are meeting people, when I'm comfortable, with whom I'll be meeting, I'll meet with my friend or I'll meet with my enemy. Definitely, we don't have that much time in this, busy days. We will meet to our friends. So camaraderie simply means friendship. What does it mean? It simply means friendship. Also, I can break this word into two other words, like if I'm talking about camera here, so I can say camera, and dearie means my dear one. And who is a dear one? The one who is close to my heart and with whom I share my camera, with whom we take selfies. We take selfies with our friends. Who would like to take selfie with me? Anyone out here? Do I look like that we should take selfie? Okay. Thank you so much, Jhalak. I wish we meet sometime in some open sessions, like offline sessions, and then we can be a great connect there. So camaraderie here. Thank you so much, all of you. Thank you so much for all the love here. So camaraderie means camera sharing. I'll do my camera sharing. Or for instance, tomorrow, if you go to hostels or if you go out to stay someplace, then definitely you are going to share your camera, that is your camera, that is your room, with the one you like. You are definitely not going to share your room with somebody who you don't like. Yes, so camaraderie means friendship, and we were looking for the opposite, and we know it's antagonism. So this simply means someone who is not a friend. So who is he that time, or who is, what is it then? So antagonism, how we can break this word here? I can see go, I can see ni, what I'm calling it is as nai, and some, this is antagonism, I'm calling it someone. आप पूछ रहे होंगे या सोच रहे होंगे, ma'am, what is this? I am calling it. It is simply, the simple funda to remember the words is just remember them, just learn them. By the way, they relate to you, right? जैसे आपको याद रह सके बस वैसे याद करो. Don't worry, don't think about anybody else, that what is the right pronunciation, what is the right meaning, what will somebody else going to think. Somebody else is not going to think anything, right? Just
deal with them as if you are comfortable, right? Otherwise wo yaad nahi rahenge. I just talked about how to remember the word for a longer span. We should not jump on learning the words this way, that camaraderie means friendship, sociability means to interaction, and antagonism means friction. No, this way we are definitely not going to remember them for a longer span. We will be remembering the word only if I will relate them, only if I will break them into different things. I'll spend time with them, right? So जिसके साथ टाइम स्पेंड करते हैं वो रिलेशंस जल्दी चलते ज्यादा चलते हैं, right? Not jaldi. So similarly, the words wherein you are going to devote time, they would be added to your dictionary. And if you will be skipping the words very quickly, they are going to trouble you, right? So antagonism means this is an, this is ta, this is go, this is ni, and some. So antagonism. So go nahi with someone, I to go with this someone, I'm not going to go. So this is I'm thinking, I feel, this is I to me. And this is a Punjabi ta. I ta nahi go karna with someone. Why would I not go? Because I'm not comfortable. Earlier in conviviality, I was comfortable. So that means I was friendship. I was having friendship. So here in antagonism, what I'm having friction. So if I am having friction, I'll not go. So this is how we learn 5 words from a simple way. Am I clear, everybody? Shall we move to the next one? Moving to the next one here is the images, the visuals, they attract us a lot, right? So this is a image here. Thank you so much, Yati. So this is an image here. Can you relate to the expressions of a man here? How do he looks like? And the word here is ardent. He is ardent here. So let us look at the options here. We are going to look for the synonyms here. What is this man resembles to? So ardent here is passionate, dispassionate, lukewarm, sorry. So this is one way. For instance, many of you are giving the right answer here, but how to relate it for a longer span is, again, just think of a word, think of an image, think of a word, think of a man, think of a word, think of a person, think of a person, think of a word. So this is how you are just thinking of something and you are building connection ki ye word yani ki wo aisi hai. For instance, cheerful, so she is cheerful. For instance, ardent, who is ardent? He is ardent. He is very passionate. Yes, and definitely we have not we often say sorry to each one of our friends or colleagues, and because we commit so many mistakes, we all are human beings, so doing mistakes is a very general thing. So but sorry ko humne kabhi ardent kehte hue nahi suna. And now the winters have almost begun, so if I'm looking for a lukewarm water, I'll not say I'll have ardent water, it looks like I'll have a urgent water. So ardent, इसको मैं थोड़ा सा इंग्लिश में हिंदी भी थोड़ी ऐड कर देती हूँ, right? I hope everybody here understand Hindi. Anybody from south? Okay, so this is arna, right? English की क्लास में हिंदी, wow. Okay, so arna मुझे यहाँ पर दिख रहा है, so that is how I relate. Arna means to be ardent, to be passionate. Argay, for what? For joining this vocabulary course. Are you ardent to join this vocabulary course? If you are, so that is you are passionate. So arna is your zeal to do something. Moving to the next, what this girl is doing, this pretty girl is doing a kind of a request, a repeated request, and you can make it out from the face of the girl and also the face of the expressions here, that she's something pleasing type of a thing. So here is a word badger, not exactly please. I'll just tell you what is the right meaning of the word badger. The other words here, preserve is to save something, persistent is continuous, yes, please is again requesting. And what is the other meaning of please? Anybody here know the other meaning of please? One is requesting, and what is the other one? The other meaning of please is feeling glad. For instance, we met someday, or if you invite me on a birthday eve and I reach out there, so you might say that I'm very pleased to have you here. So the please word have two meanings here. One is glad, other is requesting. But here, let us understand the word badger. Badger is bad, and then it also includes a word what I feel, bad anger, right? So badger is a bad anger, and this means when you repeatedly request someone about something. So what is that feeling? That is a little irritated feeling, right? So pester is the right word here, which means a bad anger or which means a irritation feeling. Will you remember this word, girls and boys? For sure. Just tell me if you are pretty sure about it. If you want to know anything more, you are most welcome to ask. Now let's look at this one. This is cantankerous. I'll tell you a simple way to remember this word, and all those who are joining me here, I would also tell you that this is my complete name, Ria Javla, and I'm there on YouTube also. You are most welcome to join me there as well. Also, I am available on Ria Javla .25 on Instagram. You are most welcome to follow me there too if you are looking for daily words. So coming to cantankerous, cantankerous is can take it. What I call is this. So what is this image? This is something, you know, kuch fight chal rahi hai. So I can't take it. So I can say I can't take it. Why I can't take it? Because this is something very annoying. This is coming to my head. So looking at all the options here, do you know the meaning of the word jovial? Jovial, what is this? Anyone? Jovial is happy, friendly, cool, yeah, very funny, cheerful. That is all jovial. So very cheerful. Then I did this word honcho with you. Honcho is a kind of a boss, right? What is this amiable? Amiable is again friendly. So for example, isko kaise yaad karna hai? I am able to do, when I am able to do, why I'll be able to do, for whom I'll be able to do. I'll be able to do with somebody who I like, and who I like is somebody who is a friend again. So what is the right meaning of the word here is irascible. Irascible simply means that I can't take it, I can't resist it, I am irritated with this. So cantankerous is I can't take it. Will you remember this word? Shall I move to the next one? The next word here is lackadaisical. Lackadaisical. Anybody know the meaning of this one? This is lacking enthusiasm and determination, carelessly lazy. अब इसे याद कैसे करें मैम? आपने इतना सारा बता दिया. Lacking enthusiasm. This is simply lackadaisical. How to first of all pronounce? How to remember? Lackadaisical is simply lackadaisical. Lackadaisical. We don't want it to be somebody who is, you know, just inside her room, who is not interactive, who is not ready to serve anyone. I'm like a modern girl who is ready to conversate, who is ready to come up with a active, and she's very enthusiastic. So lacking enthusiasm and determination is something lackadaisical. So lack itself will reveal that something is lacking. When something is lacking, this is lackadaisical. Will you remember this word? So we shall move to the next one here. This, what are they doing? They are not ready to play the drum. Is this feeling we get through the image, or we are getting something else? Just let me know. Jalak, others, Sunil, everybody, Achal, Arshi, Arfa, Arti. We have so many participants here. Amar, Amog, Anjali. Yeah, so yes, they look like they are bored. Okay, so are you feeling so through this session too? Are you feeling humdrum, or are you feeling lackadaisical? No, thank you so much, Tanya, Jhalak, and Harshita, and Khushbu. So nice of you, Neeraj, Amar, Sunil. Okay, so हम drum, हमें drum नहीं बजाना, हम drum नहीं बजाएंगे. So हम drum क्यों नहीं बजाएंगे? Because I am lacking excitement. We don't do or love to do things which are monotonous. You know, so हमें drum नहीं बजाना is हम drum. So हम drum, हमें drum nahi bajana. So this is a simple trick to remember the word. So we have been seeing till now that we are learning words through tricks, through visuals, and also by breaking the word into two different words, right? Now, another word here is stalwart. Anybody know the meaning of this one? Stalwart? Any guesses? No. Salute. Okay, what is she doing is a salute, right? Let me just tell you a very easy trick to remember this word. What is this? Stalwart. Have you ever been to any fair or, any stalls? Have you been to any stalls or any fair, like, very famous, show used to held in Pragati Maidan in Delhi, right? So in the month of November, so stalls and stall fairs. So what is it like? For instance, you have a stall in some fair, and you wanted to leave the stall for a while because you are going for taking your lunch, or if you are leaving for a washroom, then what will you do? You want somebody to take care of your stall in your absence. So who will you like to keep there? Who would you like to appoint there on your behalf in your absence? Any guesses? I'm not showing you the response, not showing you the answer right now. I would like to know what will you like to answer here. So my simple hint and trick and point here is, if you want to leave your stall for a while, who would you left in your absence there? The one who is responsible. This will be very, very nice. So this is stalwart is loyal, reliable, and hardworking. Someone whom I trust, someone whom I know, trustworthy. Shani, Mahnaz, all very right. So this is जिसे हम अपनी stall पे छोड़ेंगे वो क्या है? वो stalwart है. जिसे हम अपनी stall पे छोड़ेंगे वो क्या है? वो stalwart है. Simple, right? So move the next. And the next word here is through some music. So are you ready for some music? Are you all ready to dance with me? Okay, so let's hear this one, and I'll tell you a trick to learn words through entertainment. So have some entertainment now with Ria. Yeah, so my question is, who all love to dance? Yes, Sunil. Okay, yes, very nice. I am too very fond of dancing. So, Thagle is the word, and we have just now heard this beautiful song, Thagle. So, we are going to learn a word from this theme of words through songs. So, Kurianu Thagle. So, what is the meaning of Thagle? We can say it, we can call it diddle. So, diddle, that is manipulation, cheating, or deceiving. So manipulation, and if you are trying to cheat somebody, so thagle ki English kya hoga? Diddle, right? This is a verb because this is an action word. So for example, we can use this: don't diddle with stupid explanation of yours. So you don't try to diddle my mind, you don't try to cheat me. So you can use the word whenever you feel someone is trying to take, or take somebody else is trying to take your claim. So that means they're trying to cheat you, deceive you. So diddle your mind. Will you remember this word? Now, get ready for some more music. Are you ready? Looking forward one more song? Yes. जुदाइयों की हाय बातें किया कर, हम छोटे दिल वाले हैं, डर जाएंगे. Very lovely song. How many of you have heard this? This one. Yes, Jalab? Okay, Ishani too. So here we have picked up a word, छोटे दिल वाले. So छोटे दिल वालों को क्या कहा जा सकता है? और साथ में sorry, this is a word डर जाएंगे. We have picked up a word here, डर जाएंगे. So डर जाएंगे का English हमने यहाँ पर लिया है, that is puzzle animals. And I told you before in the root that inim is a root, and yes, inim means a mind or spirit. So what is the mind and spirit here is, that is afraid of something. He is afraid of losing her. So puzzle animals is somebody or someone who is lacking in courage, right? So example, he's too puzzle animals to stand up to his opponents. And the trick could be when someone around you loses confidence or get afraid of anything or anyone. So rather than calling them again and again like coward or you are scared, just change your simple words with pusillanimous. So pusillanimous is somebody who is lacking courage. And guys, how we remember words, we can only remember them, we can only add them to our own dictionary when we are going to use them in our daily conversations. So rather than calling someone as darna, scared, coward, you can replace this with pusillanimous. Will you remember this one? So get ready for the last song for the day, not the last word for the day, but the last song for the day.
बेख्याली में भी तेरा ही ख्याल आए, बिछड़ना है जरूरी ये सवाल आए तेरी नजदीक.
Okay, so how many of you have watched this movie Kabir Singh? Yeah, so this is हमने यहाँ पे word लिया है बेख्याली. So बेख्याली means unwittingly, unknowingly, I'm just thinking of you badly, I'm remembering you unintentionally. I don't want to do that. When we really love someone, or for instance your parents are far off from you and you are missing them, so unintentionally, unwittingly, unknowingly, you are keep on thinking about them, or maybe someone else too. So example here is he was unwittingly lying down on the floor. So unknowingly, that is unwittingly. Bekhayali mein yani ki bina pata. So trick can be, you can use the word when you want to mean bina khayal ke, right? So jab aap bina khayal ke, bina kisi cheez ko soche samjhe kuch kar rahe hain, that is unwittingly, unknowingly, or unaware or unintentional. Will you remember this word? Moving to the next, now I am going to give you some words through the themes. How we can remember words, and we can remember a list of words. For example, thank you so much, Jasmita. For example, we all use Facebook, we are social on Instagrams, and whenever we look at a photo or we look at something, some reels, videos, posts, we quickly just go on and type lovely, beautiful. So here I wanted to give you a theme, how you can even learn and improve your vocabulary on your own is pick up a theme that, for instance, today I wanted to learn 5 words by which I can replace beautiful, I can replace laugh, I can replace anger. So for example, you have seen that we have given you 2 words for anger and irritation. One was cantankerous, other was badger. So similarly, pick up a theme. So I have brought a theme here. So let me just give you some synonyms to beautiful. One is rewriting, other is thought provoking. So rather than writing again and again that you are beautiful, 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 enchanting, yes, right? So just pick up something new, ravishing. They should also relate and feel like that, yes, this person is having a different level of English, right? Because our session name is Raise Your English to the Next Level with Ria. So yes, moving to the next. Here we are going to see some words. Thank you so much for a wonderful feedback here, Swastika. See, we have a theme here, laugh. So अलग-अलग तरह के laugh होते हैं, हंसना होता है, jokes होते हैं. So this is what, जब आप एकदम लोटपोट हो जाते हैं, बहुत ज़्यादा मजा आ रहा है, बहुत ज़्यादा दिल से खुश हो, हंस रहे हो. So what is that? That is guffaw, a loud and hearty laugh. So ha ha ha, very well. So you are happy. So we have picked up a theme, laugh here, and we are going to see all the synonyms out and different types of laugh. So the next one here is, this is something very funny and एकदम जब पेट में दर्द हो जाए गिट 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 करके हंसना, that is giggle. So laugh repeatedly and silly laugh. कभी किसी के साथ ऐसा हुआ है that you are laughing and you just keep on laughing even if you are in front of your teacher or somebody whom who you really wanted to stop yourself but you can't. आपसे नहीं रुका जाता. Yes, so yes, at serious moments some situations are there जब वो बहुत serious हो जाती है but हमारी laugh नहीं रुक पाती, that is giggle. So we are just laughing repeatedly and this is a silly laugh, right? So that's giggle. Okay, maybe somebody say why you are giggling. So अब आपको ये नहीं लगना चाहिए कि यार giggling मैंने तो कुछ गलत नहीं करा. What is this? Oh God! So you'll be shy. You'll be afraid of attempting to answer such sentences because you wonder what this giggle means, right? Okay, Neeraj, this happened with you too. This happened with me when I was in my college time. Chodo, right? So coming to the second word here is chuckle. Chuckle is to laugh quietly. What is she doing? She's laughing quietly or to oneself. जब आप खुद ही खुद में हंसते हैं किसी के बारे में सोच के, किसी situation के बारे में सोच के, that's chuckle. So again, if someone asks you that you often chuckle, so अब आपको लगेगा यार chuckle मैंने क्या रख लिया इनका जो ये ऐसे मुझे बोल रहे हैं, right? So chuckle is not to keep something with you. It is to laugh to your own self. So we are looking towards different words which are reflecting laugh. Next one, oh my God, horrible, right? This is chortle. Chortle is laugh in a noisy and gleeful way. What is this gleeful? Anyone? I'll just give you a trick to remember this gleeful way in a very different sense. Let me first know from you if you really know the meaning of this word gleeful. How are they laughing? Yes, very horrible laugh. Gleeful is अगर आप घी खाते हैं बहुत ज्यादा, जिनके पेरेंट्स चाहते हैं वो बहुत घी खाएं, बहुत स्ट्रांग हो जाएं, और जब आप घी खाओगे, जो दादी नानी जो घी खिलाती हैं, when you eat lot of ghee, so wow फीलिंग आएगी उनको एक बहुत ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग हैप्पीनेस होगी. दैट इज ग्लीफुल. ग्लीफुल इज अगेन बीइंग वेरी वेरी cheerful and very happy inside. So we have seen the different words to replace laugh or different types of laugh here. Now we have the next in the queue, which are again root based word. I just have given you the example of inim root. Now let me just talk about two different roots to you. Another root which we are having here is hap. Hap means by chance. Guys, you are getting a few messages in your chat box. Don't forget to check them. They are the links to my Vocab Junction program. If you are liking my PPT, if you are liking my session, you guys are most welcome to get connect to me through my Vocab Junction program, which I have brought keeping in mind to offer you advanced and new vocabulary words, and the program contains all these methods in detail. Right now I'm just picking up one or two words from each pattern, but there are more and more for you in that particular program, and there you will be able to learn more than 2,000 new and advanced vocabulary words. Right, so we are going to talk about root hap here. So as we have seen inim, that was magnanimous, that was inimicity, animator, and many more. So here the root hap, here having a lot of word. First one here is haphazard. This is unplanned. So the next one here is hapless. Hapless, what is this hapless? This is like helpless. So this is unlucky. The next word from the root hap is happenstance. Happenstance, stance बोलते हैं ना, stance एकदम से chance. So this is coincidence. So happenstance एकदम से कोई चीज हुई, that is coincidence. Hapless, जब आप helpless हैं because you are unlucky for it. Mishap, we usually call they had a mishappening. So mishap is when you met with an accident or something, and when it is an accident, definitely it has to be unlucky. We don't met with accidents luckily. They are all unlucky accidents, right? So mishap, something bad happened with you, something wrong, difficult, troubled situation. Hap also gave a rise to another word here, which is happen. Happen is something which is happening. We all know that. Perhaps, perhaps is used to express uncertainty. For instance, you may say, perhaps I may join this program, or perhaps I may not, right? Depending upon your mood, depending upon your understanding. And you know, guys, how our vocabulary plays important role. If we are looking forward any entrance exam, majority of the entrance exams have RCs. That means they have reading comprehensions, and reading comprehensions will leave you, every paragraph, every passage will leave you with 7 to 8 new words, and there our understanding, our comprehension becomes a major problem. And if we are enhancing and learning words in this way, so that is going to boost our comprehension power, that's going to help us and enhance our understanding. And yes, we'll understand the things very quicker than anybody else would do, because we know the word, and if we know the word, we are understanding. We just keep on reading, will not take pauses, and if I'm not going to take pauses, then definitely I'm going to save a lot of time. So anyone here, if looking for any entrance exams, then this vocabulary can really help you and gain a lot of new things. Next root here is mono. We all know mono give rise to the root one, right? Thank you, it's my pleasure. Yes, Madrina, I guess I'm leaving my mail ID here. You can mail me so that I could share the recording if possible to you. I would be glad to provide you with what you are looking forward. So I'm leaving my mail ID to each one of you here. This is riaclmeerut@gmail.com. So the root word here is mono, and mono means one. So this is monologue. Monologue is a long speech made by one person. So long speech, you know, generally monologue also means when we are speaking to ourselves. जब हम अपने आप से ही पढ़ रहे हैं, बोल रहे हैं, we really don't require an audience to give this monologue, because this is what? This is a one speech. This is speech by one to oneself. Thank you so much, Jose Cora, for this lovely feedback. Next word is monotonous. Monotonous. Again, we have the root mono, and mono means one. So something we are doing one work, again one work. I'm doing the same work, and obviously I'll be lacking in interest because I'm repeatedly doing the same one. Monogamy. Monogamy, having one wife at a time. This sounds great. I believe people should have this, you know, everybody should have monogamy. Sabki ek hi wife honi chahiye yaar. What new this is. Then is monolith. Monolith is a single great stone. ऐसे करके एक बड़ा stone होता है, that is monolith. You can look for the image on Google. So monolith is a single great stone, and it is a stone, that is why it is lith, and this is monoslith, so that is one stone, right? So monogamy, monolith, monotonous, monologue, this is how we are learning words from one root. Monochrome, and you know chrome is related to colors, yes, and monochrome means one color, single color, that is monochrome. Are all these words with the root mono clear to each one of you? So this is how we can learn words through theme, and we can learn words through roots. We can also learn words through songs. So now we have been learning so much. So I have raised a question here. Let's see how to understand this. Because why I have brought a question here? Because maximum people out here, I believe, are targeting different entrance exams, and entrance exams looks for questions like sentence completion. So in my vocab junction sessions, I have brought small tests for you based on this sentence completion, choosing the right synonym, right antonym, close test. So that is what I have brought from my program to you. Just go about reading this sentence, and then I'll tell you how to go about dealing with it. Yes, Jhalak, you have given the answer. Okay, and Ansha, Anshi, Sunil, Anshu. Let me see who is going to give the correct answer. The one who is going to give the correct answer, I'm going to share my personal number with them, right? No, Swastika, not yet. Aniket, Ishani, Paras, none of you as of now. Neeraj, Mohammed, Fazal, Mehnaz. Okay, this is Parjita, I guess, somebody. Okay, Aniket. Okay, do you know, you all are giving answers to everyone, and till the time I said none of you have given the right answers, so people have started changing their opinion, and maximum of you have just change your opinion afterwards and have given a right answer. Now this is option number C given by you, and yes, option number C is the right answer. I'll not just go and skip out to the next without letting you know the correct reason of this being correct. You know, on the first glance, सबसे पहले जब हमने इसको देखा, the disease had weakened her dash and she could not dash in time for the meeting. It looked like as if we have the right option here, which is on the top, which is energy and recover. It looks like this कि यही सबसे पहला option है और यही सबसे ठीक option है, but this is not the case. Energy. Let me tell you why is this not a right answer. Disease had weakened her dash. Disease ने क्या कर दिया? उसका dash weak कर दिया. क्या weak कर दिया? Energy weak कर दी. What is energy, guys? हिंदी में energy क्या होता है? कौन मुझको बोलेगा? मैं उसको unmute करती हूँ. Who is going to tell me the Hindi of energy? Anybody? What is the Hindi of energy? Yes, Stuti and others are answering. Okay, Ruchi Pawar wants to get unmuted. Yes, Ruchi, I have unmuted you.
Shakti.
Energy. Shakti के अलावा एक और word? ताकत?
ताकत.
Yes, Ruchi, you are from which city?
Mumbai, Virar.
Mumbai. Okay. Thank you so much, Ruchi. I am muting you again. Yes, thank you so much for muted. Yeah, so this is, yeah, we can have lot many words like urja and so many, but usually what I believe energy is takat, the takat, right? So ताकत क्या हो गई? ताकत कमजोर हो गई. My dear बच्चों, ताकत कमजोर नहीं होती है, ताकत कम और ज्यादा होती है, वो कमजोर नहीं होती है. So be this grammatically incorrect here. We can't go for this. Although this looks very attractive, although this looks very appealing, and many a times this is a clue to offer you guys that जो एक बार में एकदम से आंसर लगे, बहुत आसानी से मिल जाए यार, एग्जामिनर इतने अच्छे नहीं होते. Just rethink on your opinion. Just look for all the other options in line. And unless you are able to reject all the options, don't go for picking up an option just too quickly. That's why I brought this example. And this question has come in the previous exams. So this is not correct. Although here the second blank takes up this as a very correct option, recover in time for the meeting, but we need to look for something else. Now, moving to this. Ability. Had weakened her ability. Uski ability, uski क्षमता कम हो गई, but she could not reassemble in time. She is she. Why I am saying she is she? वो एक लड़की है. She is a person and we cannot reassemble person. यार मेरे को कुछ चोट लग जाएगी तो आप मुझे तोड़ के जोड़ के लाओगे क्या? People can't be reassembled. Reassemble is a word which we generally use for machineries, not for human beings. With this concept, we are going to reject this. Coming to this one, again, this is diminish. And then this is regenerate. So diminish and regenerate, again, this is, नया हो जाना. Regenerate is नया हो जाना. अगर कोई बीमार हो जाता है और hospitalize होता है तो वो ठीक होकर आता है, वो नया होकर नहीं आता. So again, this is wrong. What is the right answer? Yes, this is refresh too. What is the right answer is recuperate and constitution. Recuperate simply is a synonym to recover. So these two are exactly same, and I told you that you could not recover fits in very well for the second blank, but we need to look for a correct option for the first blank in place of energy. So this is constitution. And guys, constitution is not only related to law. Our human body is a constitution of different body parts. That's why we call it constitution, right? So with this, we know now what is the right answer to this. Now moving to the next in queue, this is one word substitution. I have brought one word substitution, high frequency words, vocabulary for RC, idioms and phrases, lot many things for each one of you in my Vocab Junction program. So let me just give you a reason that why it is important to know the words, or why it is important to have substitutions to these sentences. Because if I'm going to speak a long sentence, this is going to take more time, and to be more precise and to reduce the complexity of the sentence, I'll just choose a substitute to it. And one word substitutions are related to people, theories, and so many things, studies. We have one word substitutions to different studies. We have one word substitution to different terms. So now I have brought the first example for you here is that what do we call somebody she's someone who puts forth an idea which she herself doesn't believe. So if I need to talk about a person who is a hypocrite, so rather than speaking a long line or a long sentence, I could just replace it with one word. So one word substitutions are very commonly asked, and it's a good way to enhance your English, because this is how you are becoming more precise and you are avoiding all the complexity of the sentence and you sound much better. Then appreciation of beauty by a set of principles. If you really wanted to appreciate something and you wanted to appreciate because it contains good set of principles, you call it aesthetics. So for instance, I found this website quite appealing, especially because of its aesthetics. So aesthetics is a word which is defining what? It is defining well-framed principles, or it is defining the beauty of the principles. So this is how we come to know about another one word substitution. So for example, if we wanted to talk about a man who creates map, we call it cartographer. Somebody who supports female is feminist, right? Someone who behaves like a boy since childhood is a tomboy. So these are all one word substitution which replaces a long sentence and give you a short and a quick idea with just one word. Then we have the one who loves mankind. Who loves mankind is philanthropist. He became a renowned philanthropist after joining Buddhism. So if you don't know the word meaning of the word philanthropist, and this has been used in some paragraph, some sentence, or in any statement given by an interviewer, so definitely you will get confused and it is going to trouble you. So with this, you can enhance your vocabulary. Shall we move to the next, everyone? Can I have a quick yes from all of you? And let me just know if you guys are enjoying the session. Just write few words if you are enjoying the session. Next in line, we have idioms and phrases. Idioms, you all know, ऐसे words जो मुहावरे या कहावतें होती हैं, जो मम्मी पापा दादी नानी हम पे मारते रहते हैं, these are idioms and phrases, and they are a combination of 5 to 6 words which reveal something hidden. So what is an idiom? Idioms is a combination of 5 to 6 words which reveal something hidden. So for example, starting with a very basic one in Hindi, बंदर क्या जाने अदरक का स्वाद. So that really don't mean कि गिलेरी को, चूहे को, सबको अदरक का स्वाद पता है, बस बेचारे बंदर को नहीं पता. No, it has something different. So this means the combination of 5 to 6 different words which reveal something hidden are known as idioms. Now, starting with this one, this is something which is back to the drawing board. What does it mean? And here we can see this through an image. So coming back to the drawing board, for instance, why we should know idioms? Because an idiom could be used in a paragraph. An idiom could be used by an author in some question, and he can then afterwards ask you that what was the purpose of adding this idiom? What does the author mean through this idiom? Also, the idioms could be asked individually by two ways. They can offer you an idiom, ask you to choose the correct meaning, or they can do it vice versa, provide you with the correct meaning and then ask you to choose the correct idiom. So it is very important for us to know the correct idiom, and I promise you and assure you all to learn more than hundreds idiom just in few sessions, right? So back to the drawing board means you are returning. Back का मतलब ही ये है कि आप रिटर्न करें. स्वास्तिका exactly back का मतलब है वापस आना, और वापस आना और ड्राइंग बोर्ड पे शुरू करना मतलब दोबारा से शुरू करना, नए डिजाइन पे शुरू करना, right? Because your earlier or previous design would have not worked well. That's why you have come and trying to restart. So my experiment was a failure. So I am back to the drawing board. So why am I back? Because it was a failure. Obviously, you need to restart again to get success. Next one. This is to lead someone up the garden path. What do it mean? To lead someone up the garden path. किसी को garden का रास्ता दिखाना, कुछ ऐसा लग रहा है. Does this man looks very humble to you? Is he really showing the right path? No, absolutely right, Sunil. This means to deceive someone. When you are showing wrong directions, or you are misleading. What is the right meaning of deceive is misleading. It seems as if we have been led up the garden path about the position of our hotel. It's miles from the beach. So if you are leading somebody to the wrong direction, that is the correct meaning of deceiving. Now we are going to do this as vocabulary for RC. Guys, you all know that if you are targeting entrance exams, you have passages, as I just now told you, and passages requires your good understanding of different words. So let me just tell you how it becomes difficult to extract the right meaning from the passage, because it has given you a very different words. And why I have written a heading here, ABCD of RC, because in my Vocab Junction program, I have brought all the ABCD of RC, that is reading comprehension, specific vocabulary for comprehensions. The word here is Baclanian. Baclanian usually like associated with a party. So for example, you go wild and you involve yourself in a lot of drinking, and it leads to an uncontrolled behavior. So that is Baclanian. And what is a trick to remember this? When someone does bacchalan behavior, you know, bacchalan tumhe tamiz nahi hai, tum bahut bekar ho. So that is what Baclanian, right? So otherwise, we would have been just triggering with the thought or brainstorming our mind, what does this word mean actually? So here, through my sessions, you will be also able to know the exact ABCD of RC. Coming to the next word, this is disingenuous. Disingenuous, so this means not straightforward, crafty, insincere. So disingenuous का trick क्या है? Ingenuine काम करना, यानी कि genuine काम नहीं करना. So this is disingenuous. Right? And sentence could be, he disingenuously remarked that he knew nothing about strategy. So उसने ingenuinely, यानी कि उसने झूठ बोला कि मुझे पता नहीं है, जबकि उसको शायद पता है. Okay, Ishani, I'm showing you the previous slide. Don't worry at all. So we are here on the previous slide. That was Baclanian. And yes, this sentence could be, by the time the Baclanian party ended, यानी कि जब सब बहुत ज़्यादा alcohol पी के wild हो चुके थे, everyone was vomiting up their alcohol, right? So we are about to come to the end of the session, everyone. If you have any questions, you are most welcome to raise. If you have anything to say, I'll be waiting for your feedback. So Baclanian, and the other word we did here is disingenuous. Now, I'll be showing you this as my last slide for the day. Here we are, Bacchalan means bad. Stuti, this means bad. This means something which is, immoral, something which is inappropriate. Now, I will be also teaching you words, and I'll be letting you know how to read newspapers, how to understand the words through articles, how to get through the right essence of the extracts from newspapers, right? We all recommend everybody to gain knowledge, to attain more, comprehension. You can do this by reading newspapers, but trouble comes in when we are unable to understand the words. So how we can do is, we can underline the different words. As you can see here, I have marked some important words here like docking, petitions, and what I have done is that I have given the meaning of all the words out here, right? So docking means joining of two separate free flying space feature vehicles. As you can see, the title of this article is New Satellites Will Help Gaganyaan Crew. So this is all about Gaganyaan launch and all. So we have brought all 7 words, which were the important words from this particular article. And through my Vocab Junction sessions, I'll be helping you all in understanding the articles and the important words through them, and also how to relate the words. You all would have, if you all are student and aspirants for different entrance exams, then you all know there are important questions on tones. There are important questions on figures of speech. These are 2 important contents here which I have not completed or covered in my this particular session. I'll be doing them in my upcoming sessions. So you all are most welcome to stay tuned with me. I've already shared my Instagram, YouTube link with you, not link, but the names with you. So you are most welcome to get in connect with me. So now looking at the next word here is expeditions. Expeditions here means journey. This means what? This means tour, and we can see that if we look at the word here, so this word is being used here. that says like this, as well as distant expeditions to moon. So distant expeditions means that if you are talking about this tour, if you are talking about the tour or a journey to moon, right? This is what it actually reveals out. Next word we look at here is unmanned. Unmanned means not having or needing a crew or staff. That means without a man. That means if you are doing it without any human intervention. Then we have a word humanoid. It says here space flight which will have a humanoid dummy. So humanoid, and it also have a word dummy in next to it. So this means that is a dummy that is not an actual human, but it is resembling to that of a man. Right? Then we here says older space majors such as the US and Russia started their relay satellite systems in the late. So that means they started it pass on in satellites in the late 70s to 80s. Then we have the next word here is that is apparently, that means evidently, that means as a proof we can make it out, we can see this. Next word here is this is crewed. It is being used here that ground stations everywhere or higher globally, and yet the crewed spacecraft would not be visible all the time. Crewed means that is provided with group of people to operate. So that crewed spacecraft would not be visible. So that means the spacecraft which is overloaded or which is crewed with people would not be visible. That won't be okay or highlighted for everyone. So this is how we have seen Instagram, because I was thrown out of the meeting. Yeah, Aniket, I'll just do that. Just be with me for some another time. I'll do that. Okay. Next is, ma'am, can we continue this session? Yes, definitely you can continue watching my sessions. Thank you so much, Khushbu Chaudhary. So glad to hear this. The fees for the whole course is just 299 rupees, everyone. And the links have been already shared to you, right? And I'm just writing here how you can get in connect with me on Instagram. I'm just writing it here. This is my Instagram. And this is my YouTube channel name. I hope you would be able to get this easily, right? Classes will be recorded here. Yes, Jalak, you can ask the doubts there as well. I would be very happy to answer you all. Yeah. If you have any other thing, I'm just leaving my number as well here, so that if you wanted to say anything, you are most welcome, because I just love teaching people. Teaching is my passion, and I have been teaching since 10 years now, and I'm a verbal trainer. The duration of the course is like Aniket, we have recorded 50 sessions, right? And that would be like accessible to you unlimitedly. You can have an unlimited access to it. It will not wind up. So that's all. I have shared the link. Somebody has shared the link with you already. Not conducted offline. Jasmita, you are from which city? New Delhi. Basically, this is a recorded session, Jasmita. You have my number now. You guys can get in touch with me, can connect with me through all the sources and modes which I have shared with you. But as of now, I'm not there in Delhi city. So the sessions would be recorded for you people. Rest, you can get in connect with with me and in other sessions as in my YouTube channel. In Mumbai are these classes offline. Aniket, I belong to city Meerut. I'm not from, yeah, for Meerut people, these classes are offline. Yeah. So Jalak, you can ask me to shift in Mumbai. I'll be more than happy, right? Mumbai is a city of Bollywood. So this is how I'm going to end this session, everyone. Now you all have my number. You all have all the sources, right, by which you can get in connect to me. I'm writing my number on the last slide also. If you have missed it,
This is 9756777706. This is Ria. Thanks for joining. Have a good day. Happy day. Bye-bye. Take care. Thank you so much. Thank you, Yati. Thank you, Yashoda. Thank you, Jasmita. Thank you, Jalak. Thank you, Menas. Wonderful students. Thank you, Ruchi. Thank you so much, Jalak. Yes, Stuti, you all can leave. I'm also just waiting to respond to your messages. That's why I'm here. Otherwise, the session is done. Thank you so much. It was pleasure having all of you here. Thanks, Jalak. Sure, Sunil.